Let's see, did that fix it? I'm getting some levels now. I think it might have disconnected from my little Yeti device. I didn't even bother to look down there. I've got the screen all the way down and the audio mixers dropped off below it, so we're not going to post this video, so let's see what is going on here. Okay, awesome. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, where are we at now? It might not hold that 1550 for the day. So, but now I'm just want to get on, test a few things out. Apparently everything I said before just now's totally gone. So, right now I've just been want to go over some of the craziness that Tesla stock has done today, from closing last week at 1554, running up to almost 1795, and then spending the rest of the day getting sold off. But I've been running around out of town most of the day. Just got home and got sprinklers started in the yard, and wanted to jump on and see how the last little power hour of the day goes. This is kind of my main Monday project, is watching the market and trying to learn as much as I can about it. It's kind of my main thing I wish I was better at doing, but I figure since I'm going to be sitting here anyways, I might as well try and share a little bit of it with a couple other people if anybody's interested in it, or anything else to do with Tesla, really. That's the news about the Model Y's price drop and anything going on. Ooh, man, what do you think? What do we got here? 1530. So, ooh, it's dropping. Man, yeah, there's a lot of buyers at 1540, so we might hold a 1540. Oh man, I'm gonna laugh when we close today right at 1555 after running all the way up to 1795, back down to 1500. Oh man, this day has been absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Wow. Let's see here. I'm gonna check my alerts. So that 30's been jumping off. Huh. What do you think? Be brave with a 30? I think we're too close. So, okay. Well, getting a little testing done. I say I need to do a little better planning. Try and get some things laid out differently. How could I do this all on one screen? Move that over. Move that down. Move that one over there. We'll see. And it does not like my video here. Okay. Well, you guys, oh no. See if we can jump back on 1550. Whew. Glad I thought far enough ahead to cancel that order I had put out right before I started testing this out, because this is the kind of situation where you can get completely ripped apart. So I try to play it safe to a certain degree, but try to maximize gains that are going to be available to me. It's pretty stressful trying to actually trade a day like this, where it's just all over the place and very, very, very easy to get burnt. And like right now, I'd almost want to sell a 1600 call here. I don't think anybody's really watching right now, so we'll take a look at the option chain, if anybody's got any interest in that. So over here on the trade tab, if anybody's interested in looking through Thinkorswim, the main trade grid, beneath that you've got your option chain. Now this is where I spend most of my time learning about stuff, but I used to try and do what everybody else does. You try to buy low, sell high. When you win, it's a good, you win big, but when you lose, you just lose it all. So trying to get into planning with the fact that more options are going to expire worthless, so you sell them, buy them back later for less. So right now, with the way this is still dropping a little bit, I like to shoot for something that's around a 60% probability out of the money. So let's see what a 1470, if we were to sell the 1470, buy the 1460. So what this is saying is, like right now, that's worth 380. So like $382. Let's try to get that over there. 385, 380 per one contract. You can make, what I like to do, I'll watch it and see where they kind of fluctuate around. If I see it's holding around, say right now it's getting closer to 450s, then dropping back down to 4s, I'll try to sell it for around the 450 range, and if it gets filled and goes through, put in order to buy it back for around the $4, $384 range, like it's jumping around right now. So it's trying to turn the probabilities more in your favor, making less of a huge gain, but pulling out little bits of money from the market, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. So like you can see right there, I was trying to sell a 1550 and buy the 1540 for $520. Like right now, that would probably have actually gone through. 1550 buy the 40. Yeah, that's worth $600 right now. But I was trying to sell it for $520. So if I had actually sold that, I would have had to buy it back right now at $615. So I would have lost there. That's why I went ahead and canceled the order. Until, I don't know, I'll probably wait through this day, just because there's way too much volatility to confidently make a bet that you can predict what's going to happen tomorrow. I found some of the best plays are selling later in the day and then trying to buy back early the next morning, or if you're able to watch the market all day, selling in the morning, prices go crazy in the first 30 minutes to an hour, and sometimes you can get more just because the extra volatility pumps the prices up. So a lot of times you can sell it for more money at the beginning of the day, and then as the day goes on, things calm down, even out, the volatility drops, and you can buy it back cheaper later in the day. I did that last Monday and did okay. Today I was not able to be at home during the majority of the day, so I just haven't taken any trades. It's a little bit too much happening right now. We're so far out of any range that I would be confident attempting to predict that. This is just some craziness. So, there's no reason to put yourself in a position where the odds are not in your favor. But right now, if I was really to try something, it looks like it held. To me, from what I'm seeing, from running up all the way in the morning when we ran up to almost $17.95, and then afternoon we dropped here just near $15.05. I would probably be more confident in, like, say, selling a 1500 and buy the 1490. But right now it's only not worth very much. Let's see if we can get any fills at a 520 price. Just see what happens. We'll just do 3 contracts at a 520. I like to set alerts so I know if we're getting close. I usually set an alert a little bit over. Try to do this quickly. Shoop. And what do you think? 15. Let's see what happens. So that'll throw that out, and just do a small order for an example here. But so as you can see, price would have to drop a pretty good bit to fill it at the price that I'm asking. But if there's a sudden drop, and now we're doing the end of the day push, so what I tell you there. Look at that. Oh, built up a nice little base here, and now we're going to push up through the last couple minutes of the day. So this is the market. You just get used to watching it and learning what it does. If I wasn't tinkering around with this, I probably would have planned a little better and sold into that last bounce when we started to climb up here. Got something closer to the current price and had a better chance of getting filled. But as of right now, I'm not too worried about it. I think the rest of this week and the first part of next week, you're going to be pretty safe making a play, planning on the stock price to go up. Coming into earnings, the last several weeks, the last several weeks have been crazy, but the last few earnings have all turned out to be so good that the weeks leading up to it have always risen. Now, what I'm most worried about right now is that because of what has been happening, and everybody is expecting Tesla to post a profit based on what they did in the first quarter and how deliveries, very, very close to what they were then. I'm really not sure if we are going to actually make a profit. That's the thing that has me most worried right now. If Tesla does not post a profit, then everybody's in for a huge drop. It's going to be unreal how hard this drops. But everybody's already thinking that it's a done deal. So I don't know. Right now, it's to me it's too unknown to make a definite play. If I was a long-term long-term holder, I would not be at all worried about it, but the way I've learned to play the market over the last year and a half, I guess we're closing in on 2 years now that I've been trying to learn it, but really over the last year, getting my strategy kind of dialed in, going full confidence right now is not something I'm confident doing myself. So what I'm planning is to see how this day shapes up, most likely tomorrow morning. Or no, I don't like trading on Tuesdays. I got burnt real bad on a Tuesday because it's the craziest day at my job. So usually Tuesdays just do not work out well for me. So I've totally stopped trying to make trades on Tuesdays, unless I'm closing out a position that I opened on Monday. But most likely I'm going to see how this shapes up. Right now they're battling pretty hard to hold that 1550. I can't believe we're just barely over where we closed on Friday. We did all of that moving around today. I mean, look at this. This tracks the true range. So average range of Tesla 87.59. Today it has moved almost $290 from its high to its low. $290 move in one day. Oh man, I missed a big one. So that's the downside if you're not completely committed to the market. It's hard to, just pop in when you have the time. Best thing, if you're somebody like me, really what I should be is just a long-term investor. Buy some shares, hold on to them for a while, and see where we're going. But I'm way too impatient for that, so I have to give myself a something to do all the time. So like I was saying before, the attempting to buy low and then sell high, I haven't had the best luck with that. But flipping it around, sell high and then come back later and buy it low, I'm getting a little better at doing that. Oh, it's not holding that 40 so well, is it? Let's reset that. 480. Oh, it's getting it's getting to the sketchy time. So right here, 12 minutes left. Let's see what's happening on the phone. Wow. Wow. So yeah, this is just an unreal day. Man, if we drop to 1530, I think I'm gonna cancel this order. Just getting too close to my range that I like to sell away from. Oh, we're getting there. This is one of those makes you pucker up if you're not ready for it. Oh, and there's yep. And there's a big buyer at 25 though. Big buyer at 20. Yeah, we're canceling this. That just got way too much of a drop there. So wow. So if anybody's watching and wanting to know what's happening here, these lines on my chart, these are just alerts. So when I'm working during the day, I can get a buzz and a beep sent to my phone, so I know when the price crosses certain levels that I'm interested in watching. I've got a bunch going down and a few going up, but these here, it's a deviation channel, so this is like the kind of midline, and 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations. So ideally the concept is, for the most part, if we drop down to 1495, 1494.90 right now, that should be the lowest end of an average range of dropping, so it should start climbing back up from there. But Tesla doesn't do anything like a normal stock, so all these shorts that have been closing out positions, they may have gotten confident with today's movement and decided that they're going to jump back in and just start hammering it back which is it's entirely possible. I could totally see them doing that. Man, look at all. Lots of end of the day selling here, so that is one thing I was more interested to see what would happen today. Oh, 8 minutes left. We're almost there. Wow. So, kind of what I'm seeing, this seems to be the biggest, big news story for the day. I'm going to throw this up here. So, these little news excerpts are pretty great for using this Thinkorswim system. So, Bazinga thinks that shares are up today because Tesla lowered the price of the Model Y. They also eliminated the lowest price version, which is just going to be a standard range rear-wheel drive. But they did announce, at least Elon announced on his Twitter last night, that there would be a long-range rear-wheel drive. So a lot of the early reservation holders that got the standard range, they're probably going to get bumped up to the long-range rear-wheel drive. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But here's the biggest thing: while increasing production. So they're lowering the price that they have to charge people while increasing production, which means that they have got their pricing figured out so well that they can actually drop what they're charging people and still make their huge margins. And that is the biggest thing that most of the analysts have not figured out. So, and one analyst at Morgan Stanley put a $2,000 price target, which we almost jumped up and hit that. So, but now we're dropping a little bit. So, I don't mind seeing a little bit of consolidation like this when we get towards the end of the day. But man, so anybody new that stumbles across this video, if I keep it up, I am a Cybertruck reservation holder. So I'm actually down in the southwest corner of Oklahoma, so kind of a small town where I'm actually at, and the cars, they're really awesome. I finally got to ride in a Model 3 and a Model S, but I just don't like being that low to the ground. So I'm actually waiting on a Cybertruck to be produced. So we're hoping factory either comes to Tulsa or down in Austin. If anybody's on here wants to talk about any of that news, so I'm going to throw my prediction out. What I really expect to happen is I think Austin is going to get the truck factory, but I really think, wow, see, and that's why I canceled that order. I didn't think that was going to hold. So, wow. We just went in 2 minutes from 1522.97 high, 2 minutes later down to 1471.11 low. That's 30. What, a $50 $50 jump in minutes. Just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm glad I was actually watching that a little closer and got my order cancel in. So I'm gonna have to rethink my whole strategy for the rest of this week. After the way the morning went, I was expecting a lot stronger finish on the day. So this is kind of disappointing, but okay, well, it's starting to kind of chill back out. But I really think that Austin is going to get the Cybertruck factory, and Tulsa, fingers crossed, I hope we get the semi factory. I would love it if the Cybertruck was made here, but I think for what it is, a truck, and Texas is truck country. I mean, Oklahoma is too, but Texas is even more known for it. So I really think they're going to produce the truck down in the Austin area. But I really hope we get the semi factory, and even I would love it if it was like a huge Tesla complex where they could finish the productions on the semi. They've already said they're going to do the, I think, battery and powertrain from the Reno Gigafactory. At least the batteries are coming from there, obviously. But then they've got to finish producing it in another state. So hopefully we're going to get that here in Tulsa. But I would love to see them make like a second solar plant, because the only way I can think that they're going to make enough solar panels and solar roofs to do what they want to do over the next few years, they've got to start making another factory for them. The place in New York, there's no way they can handle the capacity. So Austin gets Gigafactory, Terrafactory now for Cybertruck and East Coast Model Y. Then Tulsa, we get Terrafactory, finish production of the semi, and add a central location for solar panels, solar roofs, and maybe battery production, like these power walls. So that's my next thing. I'm getting very interested in learning about solar and adding to my house. I'm about to get my roofs redone, and of course Tesla doesn't offer any of their products in Oklahoma, so I lose out there. But I do believe that we will get, if we get a factory here, the laws are going to change, and it'll be much easier for me to get solar. So I'm not jumping too far ahead on it, but after I get the roofs done, I'm getting solar panels on at least one, maybe two houses, and enough batteries to run this house and be able to charge the Cybertruck once I get that in. So I'm hoping I'm far enough down the line that once my reservation number comes up, they'll have those first 50,000-60,000 trucks produced and get through the initial problems they're having, like with the Model Y right now. Obviously the paint's not going to be an issue. Oh hey, so back to stocks real quick though. So you see how we're getting down to this lower channel, and we're just bouncing right off of it. So it's getting there. Let's see how accurate we are. I've got about 20 seconds left. Let's see. Can we finish at 1500? Can we finish at 1500? There's a lot of sellers trying to keep it down. Ooh, man, this is going to be a photo finish today. Oh. Oh! Nope. Total lose. Oh. Man. 1497.06. So all of that movement today, and we still closed down from Friday. Ha. Oh. Man, the market is just crazy. It's just wild. So Unreal. Unreal. So I'm going to make another plan, figure out what I'm going to do, see what kind of after hours action there is over the next few hours. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to look at back to the option chain, see where we're at. Are we anywhere? What does a 70, 60 look like? Man, really just going to have to see what the what the end of the day looks like tomorrow. So let's see, just for the sake of looking right now, if we were to sell a 60, sell a 460, buy the 450, right now the bid price is in at 315. Move that over. So $315 is what you can make off of that. Too good of a chance that it could actually fall down. But man, tell you what, I'm glad I canceled that 1500 1490. So man, I usually don't play around that much with opening and closing and canceling orders, but today was just too crazy. So anyways, if anybody's interested in learning more about the option chain, I've kind of been studying it for a while now. I fairly know, at least understand it. So there's always going to be more that I can learn about it, but for the most part, I know what's going on there. So I don't think anybody's even still hanging out. But hey, let's take a look at this. So what a day. Open around 1655, run up to 1795, stumble down to 17, run back up to 1775, consolidate, and then stumble. This actually happened when the overall market was coming down. So right here, about 1 o'clock my time, so about 2 o'clock standard market time, that's about right here when the market started getting weak. So keep an eye on the overall market, see what happens overnight in the futures. I don't know if the 1500 holds, which right now we're already back over it in after hours trading, so people are paying 1507, 1505, so we're back over 1500. If this holds, I might try selling a 1480, maybe 1460. Plan on not getting as much for them, but just holding them for a few days, buy them back towards the end of the week when they're much cheaper. But if we get a huge drop, that's when that plan gets very painful. So alrighty, I'm actually going to go finish up the lawn care. It's like 100 and something ridiculous degrees today. So my yards are very thirsty, and having the best yard around really is a lot of work. So according to Weather Underground right now, it's 100, but it feels like 105, and tomorrow is forecast to be much warmer. So yeah, this is going to be a hot week, so I'm making sure high tomorrow of 109. Wow, that's just painful, just utterly painful. So I'm gonna go move some water hoses around, see if I can keep my yard from dying off. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna make a few tweaks, kind of try to get a little better plan. This was a test idea. I might not even post this one public, but I didn't even know I didn't have my audio on for the first couple minutes, and I'm just talking to the air. But we'll get it figured out. So thank you anybody that stopped by. Jeremy, you're awesome. and we'll try this again another time, and I will actually attempt to get it set up better. Have a little. I think I just need to get a different screen. That's gonna make it better. So, anyways, thanks for stopping by. If I post this, let me know what you think I could do to make some tweaks, get it a little better. If not, maybe swing by next week, and I'm either going to do like a power hour or last half hour power hour kind of thing. So I don't know. I just want to get a couple people together and spend 30 minutes to an hour talking about some things that happened over the weekend. So I like what's happening with Tesla and what they're trying to do. So have a good one, guys. We'll catch y'all later. Goodbye.